This year's been weird, chaotic, and I'm still trying to process everything. Hello friends, I'm Erin, and I am your Dark Side Cutie. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, and I'm just telling you guys what's been going on in my life since I've been gone for quite some time. Here's why. Either way, let's do this. So, to get some of the kind of elephant in the room type questions out of the way, yes, I did one of these earlier in the year. However, that has since been taken down, and here's why. In that one, I mentioned some, let's just say some topics that are no longer prevalent in my life anymore. I felt the need to take it down and make this one. I know in that one, I talked about how my friend and I had started a podcast where we would indulge in some Delta 8 and I would read tarot cards. That's since been taken down, and the podcast is no more, and I'll be honest with you guys, I'm no longer friends with the person I was doing the podcast with. I don't really want to go into specifics as to what happened, but let's just say it was creative differences and really just lifestyle differences. It's sad that it had to happen that way, but it happened. Things happen for a reason. I hold no resentment towards her. Please do not go after her. Follow me on Instagram. You already saw this. Pretty much another thing that's been occupying my mind a lot here recently would be cleaning up after Helene. For those of you that don't know, I live in the Tampa Bay area of Florida, and we were hit with both Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton. With that came a lot of cleanup, and I had to deal with that. What happened with Hurricane Helene, the way they were putting it down here was that it was just going to be like Idalia Part 2. And where we're located, we didn't even lose power or anything like that with Idalia, so we thought, well, we'll just ride it out. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. Come 6 o'clock that night, we are relocating to the second floor, because we were on the ground floor of the apartment complex we live in. With that, we relocated to the second floor sports lounge in the apartment complex. I have never been this level of scared in my entire life as when I had to deal with the effects of Helene. I will say that much. Anyone that has lived through a hurricane knows exactly what I'm talking about, but there's like that distinctive noise that hurricanes make, and I never want to hear it again. With that, I remember, like I said, it was like 6 o'clock at night, and the rain's coming down. We see storm surge coming into the parking lot, and my dad was like, Erin, grab your meds, we're getting out of here. We relocated to the second floor sports lounge in the apartment complex, and we wrote it out there, but it was terrifying. Mainly because, well, one, the noise of the hurricane itself, two, the flooding. Dear God, it's something out of a horror movie, to be honest, because just everything. The shutting down of the electricity. I could barely see the floodwaters because it was so dark outside. One point I thought I saw like the entire first floor submerged. It wasn't, but I thought I saw it submerged. I'm seeing the water carry a Jeep through the parking lot like it's a boat. It was scary. All I can think of is, well, like I said, I've thought the entire first floor was submerged. I'm like, holy shit, my stuff's gone. What the fuck's gonna happen here? Luckily, trick of the mind, we were one of the more fortunate ones in that we only got like 10 inches of water in the apartment. Others did not fare as well, but we made it out alive. We lost both of our Jeeps and a lot of our furniture and stuff because, like I said, we got 10 inches of water in our apartment. We did manage to clean everything up. We have since relocated, and everything is pretty much returning to normal. As normal as it can. Like, they're still trying to clean up the beaches and make everything look relatively as it did, and a lot of the places on the ground floor still, like, because I'll say this, the initial cleanup after Helene was like something out of a war zone. There's like debris everywhere. The bottom part of the like hotels looked like it had been like smashed out, like a bomb had gone off. Like, it was terrifying to look at and go through, to say the least. Anyone that's been through any type of hurricane you know what I'm talking about. Either way, we got the cleanup done. We relocated. And like I said, we lost both of our cars in the process, but everything's fine there. We have really good insurance, so it was all good there. While we were cleaning up from Helene, we had just moved into our new apartment, and that's when they announced Milton was getting ready to hit. As some of you were aware that with that, like, meteorologists were crying and stuff like that, saying it's gonna be like catastrophic, and we're like, all right, fuck that, we're going to Kentucky for a little bit. So with that came a lot of bittersweet reunion stuff. I will admit, it was good to see friends and family, and I will admit I do miss the fall weather in Kentucky, because that's originally where I'm from. I just wish it were under better circumstances and we weren't like trying to outrun Mother Nature. Other stuff that's been going on in my life in the last little bit. I think I mentioned in the last one that I was in a relationship. Well, really, in a few videos, I think I mentioned that. That has since ended. And I don't really want to go into a lot of details. So I will say that if you know the situation, you know the situation. I harbor no resentment for him either. I wish him nothing but the best. We just weren't that great of a match. I'll just say this when it comes to that. One, don't go after him, because, I mean, well, you can't. He's off social media entirely at this point, as far as I know. And two, you know it's bad when your entire family is congratulating you on your breakup. Putting that out there. Like, I hate saying that, but we were on and off for pretty much all of this year. A lot of shit went down, and I think I can easily open up with you guys on this. I feel bittersweet about the breakup, to be honest, because I feel like part of it was part of the relationship in of itself was a waste of my time, and then other parts I'm like, no, it really wasn't. When it comes to how it was a waste of my time, it was like, I could have been working on my channel, I could have been learning new recipes, I could have been doing a whole lot of other things instead of worrying about him. I did learn a lot about myself in the process of this on again, off again, brouhaha, I guess, for lack of a better term. I don't know how else to put this, but just pretty much, some people just don't need to be in my life. I don't care if I know you from years ago or just met you. Just saying, still know how to read tarot. I'm thinking about offering tarot card reading services if that is something you guys are interested in. If you guys want, I may do like an entire video. I don't know if it'll be on this channel necessarily, but I can easily do a kind of like a general reading, for lack of a better term. I may post it on Instagram or something, and go from there. If you want to get like a general feel of how like I would read a spread. I will go ahead and admit I am not that great with reversals just yet, so like I said, I'm still learning that. But either way, if you guys are interested in readings, then let me know. Because I'll be honest, tarot has been like an interest of mine since, well, let me put it like this. I learned about it during the pandemic, actually, and I started watching readings and stuff here on YouTube, like pick a cards and zodiac signs and all that stuff. So with that, I was like, oh, well, that looks fun. I've always been drawn to kind of like esoteric stuff, even as like a kid. I thought, well, why don't I pick up a deck and try and learn? So that's what I did. I got a deck off of Amazon, and I've since gifted those and got replacement decks. But I could easily go into like a completely separate video on that if you guys want. But either way, one of the major reasons that I've been on, I guess, massive hiatus would be, in addition to having friendship issues, relationship issues, I've been also dealing with like mental health stuff. I went through a massive depressive spell through most of the year, and honestly these problems that came up didn't really help matters any. And I will go ahead and say that much. This year hasn't really been all shit the bed stuff. It's been like ups and downs, but for the most part it's been like me just trying to get out of my own head, because I will admit I do suffer from depression, anxiety and self-destructive tendencies. So, I mean, anyone that's seen the Coyote West channel pretty much implode. You know what I'm talking about. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I used to have another YouTube channel where I went by Coyote West. Link will be on screen now if you want to check out why I go by my real name now. Had I known that I was going to be going through all this year, I would have been like, all right, I need to like buckle down now and just I make a bunch of different changes in my life, I'll say that much. You never know what you're going to go through until you go through it. But I will go ahead and say, one, while I'm looking like a pirate, as I wait on my Islander to dry. Like I said, this year hasn't been like complete and utter shit the bed stuff, but enough of it has contributed to why I have been away. And I do apologize for that, but I'm very appreciative of your guys' patience and everything else. I'm willing to learn from it and not repeat it. I know if you do follow me on Instagram, which you should if you want to keep up to date with like why I'm away, and just if you want to keep up with my personal life and everything else, at DarksideCutie13 I learned a lot, and mainly what not to do in a lot of circumstances, and I had a lot of mental health issues and everything else, but overall I think I came out on top. Right now I am honestly feeling the best I've ever felt. Right now, sitting in my bedroom in front of a camera, putting on makeup, I've never felt this at peace. I can't explain why, but that's how I feel. I will go ahead and say I do have a lot of content scheduled for you guys. I honestly can't wait to get back into the swing of things now that I feel like the worst is behind me. It is pretty much my goal now to just kind of better myself, be it discipline-wise or anything like that, because there's a lot of things I want to change about myself, to be honest. I'm willing to work on it. Like I said, I am definitely looking forward to just getting in front of the camera again. I have missed this. I'll even date this video a little bit, I don't care. It is currently December 11th, 2024, and it's 8:34 p.m. This is the best I've ever felt in my entire life. I have never felt this at home with myself. I've never felt this at peace in myself. Just, I'm definitely in a new headspace when it comes to mental health and everything else. And I plan on taking steps to get physical health and stuff like that back to normal. But either way, I'm definitely looking forward to getting in front of the camera again for you guys and just coming up with some new ideas, because like I said in the video I did earlier this year when it came to why I no longer go by Coyote West, I want this channel to be more an improvement on that channel. There were some comments I got on that channel that was like, it kind of was the truth in a way, in that I didn't really show that much of my personality and I was like a caricature of myself. Someone even said I was like one of the goth kids from South Park, and I was like, they're funny, but that's not really what I'm going for. I'm not looking to be a caricature, I'm looking to be me. So hopefully this channel is a definite improvement of what the Coyote West channel was and could have been. But either way, sorry if this video was like really weird and boring and stuff like that. Pretty much this year's been weird, chaotic, and I'm still trying to process everything. And here is the finished look. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if it was a little weird and boring and ranty, but either way, I will see you guys in the next video, so stay spooky.